Have you ever heard of the man who sold the Eiffel Tower? No, this isn't a movie plot. It's the unbelievable true story of Victor Lustig, one of the most audacious con artists in history. He didn't just fool Paris, he fooled the world. So, how does someone even begin to sell a 10,000-ton, 300-meter-tall iron monument? To understand the genius of the scam, we have to travel back to 1925. The Eiffel Tower, originally built for the 1889 World's Fair, was never meant to be permanent. By the mid-1920s, it was rusty, expensive to maintain, and frankly, many Parisians thought it was an eyesore. Newspapers were filled with debates about its future, with many calling for it to be torn down. This public debate was the perfect soil for Lustig's audacious plan to grow. Lustig, a smooth-talking, impeccably dressed gentleman who spoke 5 languages fluently, had a knack for spotting an opportunity. He was a master of psychology, understanding that people's desires often cloud their judgment. He saw the controversy surrounding the tower not as a problem, but as the centerpiece for his greatest con. Posing as a high-ranking government official, a deputy director general of the Ministry of Posts and Telegraphs, Lustig forged official-looking documents. He then sent discreet, confidential invitations to a secret meeting at the prestigious Hôtel de Crillon, one of the most luxurious hotels in Paris. The guest list? 5 of the city's top scrap metal dealers. Imagine receiving that letter. A clandestine meeting with a government official at a 5-star hotel to discuss a highly sensitive state secret. The intrigue would be irresistible. In a lavishly decorated suite, with the Eiffel Tower visible from the window, Lustig began his performance. He explained to the assembled dealers that the city had decided the tower's maintenance costs were unsustainable. The decision had been made, he whispered, to dismantle and sell it for scrap. He swore them to absolute secrecy, explaining that the government feared a public outcry if the news leaked prematurely. He made the deal sound not just profitable, but a patriotic service. He was selling them more than just metal. He was selling them a piece of history, an exclusive opportunity. To make his story even more convincing, Lustig played on their perception of corrupt government officials. He casually mentioned the pressures of his position, the modest salary, and the expenses of maintaining a certain lifestyle. This wasn't a direct ask for a bribe. It was a subtle, elegant hint. He was testing them, looking for the most eager and least scrupulous mark. He found his man in André Poisson. Poisson was a newcomer to the Parisian business scene and was desperate to make a name for himself. He was ambitious, but also insecure. This made him the perfect target. While the other dealers were skeptical, Poisson was hooked. He saw this as his golden ticket into the inner circle of Parisian business. However, just as Poisson was about to commit, his wife raised a red flag. She found the whole situation suspicious, the secrecy, the speed, the lack of public announcement. Her doubts almost derailed the entire scheme. Sensing Poisson's hesitation, Lustig made his boldest move yet. He arranged a second meeting with Poisson alone. In a hushed tone, Lustig confessed his personal financial difficulties. He complained about his low government salary and the high cost of living, implying that a man in his position needed a little extra to smooth things over. Poisson, instead of seeing this as a sign of a scam, was relieved. Ah, a corrupt bureaucrat. This was a world he understood. All his suspicions vanished. The demand for a bribe made the whole unbelievable story feel real. Poisson handed over a massive sum for the purchase of the Eiffel Tower, plus a hefty bribe for Lustig. As soon as the money was in his hands, Lustig and his American partner, Dapper Dan Collins, boarded a train to Vienna with a suitcase full of cash. Lustig waited, checking the Parisian newspapers every day, expecting to see headlines screaming about the massive fraud. But there was nothing. Silence. Why? Because André Poisson was too embarrassed to go to the police. Admitting he'd been fooled into buying the Eiffel Tower would have made him a laughingstock and ruined his career. His humiliation was Lustig's shield. And this is where the story goes from incredible to legendary. Realizing his victim was too ashamed to talk, Lustig decided to do it all over again. Just 1 month later, he returned to Paris. He gathered a different group of scrap metal dealers at the same hotel and delivered the exact same pitch. It was a stunning display of audacity. He was trying to sell the Eiffel Tower for a second time, while it was still standing right there. This time, however, his luck ran out. One of the dealers in this new group got suspicious before any money changed hands and went straight to the police. But by the time the authorities realized what was happening, Lustig had already sensed trouble and fled the country, narrowly escaping arrest. Victor Lustig would go on to have a long and infamous career as a con man, even successfully scamming the notorious gangster Al Capone. But he would forever be known as the man who sold the Eiffel Tower, twice. His story is a powerful reminder of the art of persuasion and the psychology of a scam. Lustig didn't just sell scrap metal, he sold greed, ambition, and secrecy. He understood that the most convincing lies are the ones people want to believe. He created a stage, told a story that played on existing narratives, and identified the one person who needed the story to be true more than anyone else. It's a tale so bizarre, so daring, it almost feels like fiction. But it's a true piece of history, proving that sometimes reality is far stranger than any story we could ever make up. The Eiffel Tower still stands today, not just as a symbol of Paris, but as a silent monument to one of the most brilliant and brazen cons ever pulled. Thanks for watching this incredible story with me. If you enjoy diving into the strange and fascinating corners of history, make sure to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you don't miss our next adventure. Let me know in the comments what other historical stories you'd like to see.